Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Sulu Reviews, where we review live ranked games by top ranking players in the Unite client. And the main reason I'm doing this, which you might be thinking, oh look, why is this happening? I actually believe that, a lot of players can get better just by a simple VOD review, and I'm gonna go and try to prove my point throughout the video by demonstrating and explaining some key aspects that where the player could improve, or, celebrating good plays, because that's probably not done enough in this game. There's a lot of great plays I've seen players make and very innovative ideas, and I would love to encourage that more as we go throughout, the whole game space. Because, look, I found a very interesting review for us today. Now, just a little bit of context for this video. We're reviewing someone playing goal-getter Gengar in their Masters top 2,000, top 10,000 match. I don't know. Look, hey, we'll give it a go. We'll see how it goes. First episode, right? So, we begin the game, and they're playing the Gengar goal-getter in the bottom lane. So, just beginning to... We gotta get it back to regular speed. Yeah, there's some little trade. It's against a score bunny in the lane as well. Hey, look, I'm not gonna judge, but this is just very unoptimal. I don't think you're ever gonna get a game where, Gengar is a primary carry with a goal getter as the main item. And they're doing the farm all right. Look, they got the timer somewhat okay. He's going at his timer correctly, the Audino in the middle. But yes, the red side has just completely forgot that there's an Audino there. I think that's just really atrocious. You want to know what your times are on your spawns. Mainly, you need to know your Audino spawns. Because if you lose the Audino spawn, you're not going to remember when the next one's up. It looks like Pupitar for the red side is here to gank. And look, I have no idea what's happening. I guess Zero Aura went to gank in middle. In the top lane, and yeah, okay, there's a little bit of a battle going on. Okay, Gengar's sort of going in. They got 2.5 people low, and actually, you know what? Out of nowhere, Umbreon just solo KOs Cinderace. Don't play this thing in the lane. It's honestly just criminal. And then now he's just fighting. Oh my good, you're actually joking. What is happening on my screen? And Gengar... maybe Gengar's the thing. Goal-getter Gengar, he drops Verdi. He gets value from goal-getter. This is actually insane. I cannot believe what I'm watching. I'm actually really glad I picked this VOD review because this is a very good example. He should always contest that farm. This is honestly a criminal act. It's very, very bad. The farm was not contested there. And now look, it looks like Gengar is going back into the farm, back to create some spacing in the game. He's look, okay, checking the bush. It's quite smart. It's good, not a bad idea. Now we want him to... You can use your Dream Eater to finish off the farm, but in this case, he's very lucky to have Umbreon back him off against a score bunny. He just turned into Reboot though, so look, eventually, maybe at 5 minutes, the Cinderace is going to scale. Look, by all means, I do think at this point that this is a rough game for both sides. This is part of the, I guess, Unite's problem, that you're going to get games like this in Ranked. And, it is hard to watch for me because I come from this perspective where I think every game should be competitive, especially if it's a top-ranking player. How's a new player meant to know what is right and wrong? You see, look, guys, I mentioned this in my previous video. Why are you walking off the pad? There is no point, Cinderace. I have to pause this. Cinderace, why? You play lane reboot, and then you just sprint off the pad and just die. You're better than that. And I want you to think about the next play you make, because you did not think. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be rude, but you did not think when you decided to walk off the pad as a level 5 Cinderace against Gengar and Umbreon. You were going to get one hit. Please stop inting. And it's a very serious thing. Anyway, okay, we got some sort of team fight going on. Pichu Pie, honestly, deserving of his higher tier rank. He seems to got the priorities in order. Farming decently, it's not that bad. The Gengar build's okay. I do it's no atrocity. I think Shadow Ball Dream Eater is nice. And look, he's hitting the spells, so we can't really fault him there. The gameplay looks so good. It looks like it's checking out. And they got a huge lead, so who am I to doubt? You can knock something if they're doing well, and the team's capitalizing off the play. Well, they finally got Cinderace at 6 minutes 50. So you know what? A lot faster than I thought. I thought it was going to be a 5-minute score bunny. But hey, look, not everything I predict is going to be right. So they're roaming here, Blaziken's going and getting space bottom lane. It does look there's some sort of pinch happening by Peach Pie. I want you to notice the levels. The levels actually aren't too far. It's because the farming speed of the players has been very poor. And Cinderace is honestly just ripping this top objective. I think this is quite criminal to just completely give it to him, but it looks like the Trevin is being allowed, and I can't believe it. Umbreon just takes this. This Umbreon is kind of the MVP. He's hard boosting. Solo kill onto Cinderace. We were in shambles. Okay, it goes to speak that Umbreon is one of the best characters in the game right now and is very strong. Oh, that was a huge Venusaur ultimate. But yeah, like, Umbreon being one of the better characters in the game, yeah, okay, we accept that. But, and honestly, a good follow-up and executing the spells. But yeah, well, like, the Cinderace isn't doing himself any favors by trying to rip that objective and then losing it and, really just causing problems for the team. The levels, of course, favoring to the side of the blue side. Oh, wow, okay. Hey, look, you noob dispenser. This is what GoofGG called it back in the day, and it still remains true. Just actual free kill for Pichu. And, okay, the Blissey ult comes down. 5 minutes. We're not going to see another one until 3 minutes 30. And, honestly, for the last Blissey ult of the game, I think that was very poor. But you know what? Actually, no, it pays off because killing this Gengar is a lot of value for the orange team. And I think they're, they're finding something. At least they're fighting back. A big thing I have is like when teams just, hole up and they don't want to move out of their base. You need to do something. You need to move. You need to be proactive. You need to get, get swifty, right? Rick Sanchez, get swifty. So in this case, I don't mind what the red team is doing. There's a fight for the objective down on the bot side. 5 minutes left in the game. There's a 170-point lead for the blue side. Is it really that large? It isn't. The level lead isn't that bad either. It's only 2 levels on one character and everyone else is the same. I'm not too upset by that, right? Like I'm not screaming and crying and being upset. However, this fight down, as I said, I don't think this rotation down here was almost the most apt of plays. And now, oh my, okay, he dodges the Rotom. He dodges the Regirock, rather. And it looks like Kazuto is literally unkillable. And this is very problematic. Okay, now we're feeding. So this Venusaur has gone from level 10 to 11 to 12 in the same fight. I want you guys to acknowledge this is largely because of the target prioritization. If I could rewind this gameplay, I would show you themselves how this play went so poorly. Gengar goes and gets the flank from the top side, but doesn't actually find any targets, runs right into the pit. And sometimes I see this as a common play. Look, if you're a flanker and you're a character with high assassination potential, why are you running straight in? It never made sense to me. It's like, you're some sort of assassin and then you reveal yourself. You're like, hello, I am going to assassinate you. Ah. You're not very scary or menacing and you're not going to stop anything they're going to do. The moment you reveal yourself, your whole bluff and your act is up. Anyway, back to the gameplay. We're seeing some Dream Eaters land. And look, we really have a problem with this Petal Dance Venusaur and Blissey in the same game. This has been a combo from Southeast Asia for a long time, and I do believe this is a Southeast Asia game. Oh, okay, he hits the Dream, boom, one shot. Okay, he misses the next one. That's a bit atrocious. But the Espeon does hit the Unite move, and the full heal goes down. Nothing's happening to this Venusaur. Once when the Venusaur hits 13, I think this game is over. I think it's very hard to take down this Venusaur. It's going to need to be a coordinated effort between Umbreon, Blaziken, and Gengar. I think the rest of the... I think Espeon and Zeraora? Yes, Zeraora. I'm not going to really find, their mark there. Okay, and then, he's there for the farm, but he does use the Dream Eater instantly. He might have been able to pick off a kill on the Trevenant, which would be nice because the Trevenant has double buffs. Now, as I said, I want to speak about the levels in the game. 4 level 11s and 1 level 13. This is always the consequence of taking non-double XP share. And I want you to notice, this Trevenant is not XP share. So both teams are on 1 XP share. And look at the level differences. Just because the team that is winning is not winning. And I guess I'll talk about that in another video. But what I mean to say just slightly is that, yes, the blue side was winning, but they aren't actually curb stomping the enemy. And hence, they're not actually that far ahead in levels. Level 14 on the Zeraora. Oh, okay. Missing the Dream Eater, the Cinderace with the feint, but Blaziken is able to find the kill. And, okay, this is just terrible Unite usage. It's 211, there's no damage threat, and now we just baited Blaziken. Gengar, please. The Blaziken hasn't baited. The bird is caged. And look, we're praying for Blaziken to respawn, and Venusaur's just looking, he's just, he's chilling. They're completely set up on your side. They've, the blue side just gets to spawn camp Cinderace. Look, this battle of the bot laners, not very good so far. And it looks like some sort of mid-fight's happening. I want to pan, but I want to show you guys what's going for this Gengar's head. It looks like, as I said, Kazuto's on top, the Umbreon's down, Zeraora's down, all the Unite moves have been used. Okay, this is not the right target prioritization. You have a free kill on the Venusaur in front of you, and you're not going for him. I don't understand. Oh my goodness, it's actually so atrocious. So, I want you all to understand that we're going to pause it here, right? I do feel sorry for the Gengar. Because, yes, you're getting CC'd and you want to go and help your team, but you need to be paying attention to what you need to do. And in this game, who's carrying the game? Maybe Tyranitar will carry, but your Blaziken's respawned. There is a 100 health Venusaur in front of you. You need to deal with that. You need to drop your spells on that, and when you do that, you will find yourself winning more games. That's the big change here. Because I think this is going to end up in a loss, and it doesn't matter. Venusaur dies to the Rayquaza. Oh my god. You know what? Anyone could win. This could end up going in the hands of Blaziken. And no, the Cinderace from the lane. The Cinderace from the lane. He's the little boy from Argentina, and he just Messi kicks that thing in. A bit unfortunate for me, because I'm a Ronaldo fan. I'm sorry. If you're a Messi or Ronaldo fan, please let me know in the comments. Okay, that's a huge sleep, but the Feint attack gets him. Okay, Kiting City. This is a Jewel of the Century. This 1v1, he's just standing on the pad menacingly. But look, the game is pretty much over. Unless, I don't know. This Cinder's dead. Unless, I don't know. Bliss, you have to score, friend. Unless. No. You see, this is now just some next level. Like, this is what you get in these games. Okay, now, the Blissey wins the game. Finds the right angle. This guy goes down, so it's free 80. They need to match an 80 score. See, Goal Getter can't do it. So see, what I would have done here, I'm just saying, like for future references to think, right? Don't use Goal Getter. Bait the score. Put him to sleep. Goal Getter score. Boom, you don't win because you lose by 6 points, but at least it was close. If you're swifty enough, you jump over to this farm here, you jump middle, and then or like go top, and then you can maybe win. But then this 50 is going to go in. Let's just watch how it ends. We just track the end of this to see if the 50 goes in. Yeah, it does. It's pretty much guaranteed for... And yeah, he's got Score Shield as well. Then no one is going to stop him. Look, unfortunate end, but what can I expect? You take Goal Getter or Gengar in lane, you're probably going to lose the game. Does the support matter and like the way this team comp was formed? Probably, yeah. Like, you know, it's quite a deciding factor of how games are played. But I think, you know, like if you're picking Gengar in the bottom lane with Goal Getter, does it pass the okay test? You know, he did okay in the game. He did not do terribly. Let's just look at the stats. 80k damage. You know, he's not going home and saying, "Oh, I suck," but he should really think about the gameplay and like, you know, how to influence the game better from their position, because they could pick something like a Mew. Maybe Gengar's a specialist character. That's fine, but I would go for the Gengar in the jungle. You need those extra early levels, and you need that pressure. The Goal Getter is not going to do you much service, and as you can see, even in the very end of the game, where Goal Getter looked clutch, it looked like all this big breaking gameplay, and it was denied. You know, and like when you have something like that, like you have to think like these Goal Getters. Yeah, the scores are nice and like, you know, keep you in the game, whatnot, but it didn't actually matter. And you know, maybe the eject button would have mattered. Maybe the full heal would have mattered. Who knows? Look, I'll leave you guys with this wonderful game. If you enjoyed the review in this sort of session where we go through the game like this, hey, please leave a like, comment, you know, telling me what you experienced, and, you know, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more content soon. See you later, guys.